Hello everybody, good afternoon. It is Saturday the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day, free comic book day. It's all kicking off today, people. It's awesome. I hope you've been getting your free comics as well. If you have, enjoy them. Seriously, enjoy them. So, here we are. Smallville, Season 11. We're back. Chapter 45, otherwise known as Chapter 2 of Valkyrie. Lois Lane and Lana Lang together again. This is awesome. You guys have been loving this. I've seen all your tweets getting retweeted by not just Brian Q. Miller but also Amanda Dibert, who is Kat Stagg's girlfriend or wife, as I should correct myself there. And she's been epically retweeting people who have given praise to the latest chapter. And obviously because Kat Stagg's, being her wife, is the one who's doing all the interior artwork for this particular chapter run, you know, it makes sense. She is enjoying herself with Smallville right now, which is brilliant. So anyway, part 2 of 4 of Valkyrie, and we've got Lana having a little bit of a reminiscence of you know, the past. It opens up for when, you know, the first meteor shower arrived. Lana in a little fairy costume. We get a close up of something green as well, and then obviously you've got Lana and Clark, you know, together. And whilst all that is doing, you've got this dialogue being spoken, and it's by none other than Imra from the 31st Century, otherwise known as Satin Girl. And she's basically saying, you know, when in season 8 in the episode Legion, when they first met, you know, there's Imra telling Lana that you'll be remembered for a lot more than just your relationship with Kal-El, and we can now see why. That, you know, you have a destiny all your own, and we can see why now. We know what her purpose is, what her destiny is all about. So it carries on from where we left off of last week. Obviously Lois and Lana in Africa, and Lana's fending off you know, four young boys with their guns, as they're trying to kill her, but they're obviously not succeeding. But then, you know, Lois sees something really awesome. She's got a story now. She's got a story that she's going to write. She's already got her front page. It's just amazing to see what she's experiencing in Africa, what Lana has been doing for these poor kids who have been captured and being used by these warlords and such as well. You know, she wanted to be somewhere where she could make a difference, and Africa was probably the best place for her, especially with what happened after in Metropolis, obviously in season 8. So she wanted to be somewhere where she could use her abilities as best as she can without harming Clark, obviously. But you know, she feels that she's making a difference. She's taking it one step at a time. She knows that it's not an overnight thing. You know, it's all a case of that, as it says here. When the sun goes down and I see the ones that I've rescued are safe, yes, but there's always another battle, and there always will be, you know, always another fight every time the sun crawls back up the sky. So yeah, she understands that while she believes that she's doing a good job, she still knows that there's a whole lot more to it than just saving people's lives. You know, she also says here, these children need to know what it's like to have a childhood. And when she says all children deserve that much, you see again a flashback of when she was a child, during the first meteor shower, because we all remember what happened to her parents as well. So it's all about those the reminiscing of the old days. But yeah, it's very interesting. Even Lois quips that you've got no side effects from all that kryptonite that you've absorbed, you know, from what happened, and you know, that's making you super. And you know, Lana only says only one, and again we get a flashback to her and Clark having their final kiss. So it's really very touching. It's very, very emotional. You know, having all that reminiscing for Lana, and you've got to understand that she's. I think she's still a bit. I wouldn't say she's torn up about Clark, but she's. She knows now that she's got no other choice but to be that far away from him, not to, you know, hurt him in any physical way. So, and Clark's moved on. We all know that. She knows that. She knows that him and Lois are now together. So she's past all that. She's moved on from all that herself. We find out how she's been getting information regarding the warlords as well. Apparently she's got someone on the inside. But the best bit though, we get to the warlords themselves, and they're all conversing with each other, having a go, saying, you know, how is it that this angel of the plateau has, you know, taken all my men, she's done all this, she's stopped us from doing this, she's taken the kids. And, you know, and one of them, this one guy here, actually turns around and says, this angel is not of here, perhaps she can be reasoned with. Well, that was the last thing he ever said, because he got shot. Yeah, it's one thing to say you know, maybe she can be reasoned with, but these guys actually want to stop Lana dead. They don't want to reason with her. They just want to stop her. That's as simple as that. But what was the interesting thing is that one of the warlords has a plan, and his plan consists of something, or should I say someone, that even I would never have seen coming from a million miles. And what this person's going to do, I have no idea, but I am very, very intrigued to see what is going to occur between this person and Lana, should they come to blows, which they will. But yeah, it'll be very, very interesting, and I thought that was such a good twist. Didn't expect it, but Brian Q. Miller and Kat Saggs, everybody else, had just brought that twist on, and I thought, you know what, holy crap, that's going to work. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how they pull that one off. So that'll be good. So again, solid issue. Lana and Lois together, working together there. Now next week, if I read this correctly, is chapter 3 of Valkyrie, and then the week after we're back with Argo. I think clarification from Mr. Miller himself will determine if this is true or not, but I'm sure when I read, it did say that 45, 46, and then after that it'll come back in chapter 50, which is after 48, 47, 48, 49. So that would make sense, yeah. So we'll see if that's the case. So next week I think is when third chapter rather of Valkyrie, and then Argo will continue after that. So I'm guessing that means that the print issue of Smallville will be out next Wednesday, as opposed to I thought it was this Wednesday, but there you go. So there you have it, people. Another awesome chapter done and dusted. Can't wait to see what the next one brings. But yeah, like I said, that end, oh dear, it's shaping up for things to come, that's for sure. So epicness will ensue. Can't wait. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Have a good weekend. See you all very soon. Bye.